Hi Libra, welcome to my YouTube channel, Moon Jasper Gem. And if you're visiting me from Facebook, welcome to my pages, also called Moon Jasper Gem. So I have Moonology here. The full moon will be in the zodiac sign of Libra, you guys. And that is, I believe, on the 28th of this month of March. So I'm going to do your reading, a general love reading. We'll pull a card from Moonology for you, for your moon card. I also do numerology, and the way I do that is I take the last amount of time it took to upload your video from the last reading, and in that case, you had it's 1 minute apart usually from Facebook and YouTube. So the first one was 30 minutes um, and 10 seconds, and the second was 30 minutes, which is a long time. I did a long reading for you the last time, I guess, and 11 seconds. So let's start with that numerology. So, and we'll see if anything coincides. I love that 11 is there. 11 is, that's a celebration. It goes, you have one and then you have two. So two is like a bond. So it could be your soulmate. It could be something that you found that you love in general, a business, you know, um, a venture, something that excites you. But it's also the justice card, and that represents Libra, which is really nice. So you guys are all about justice and getting the information before you're judgmental, which is a really wonderful thing. And it's a tough position to have. You gather all your information before you make judgment. You hear what everybody has to say, kind of like a judge, and you judge fairly, which is really nice. So the three stands out as well. That could be cooperation, working with others, collaboration and building a stronger bond as well. If it comes to love, it could be a third party, but ultimately it ends up with the two for the 11. So that means that if it's in love, somebody will be dropped and that you'll be able to build a stronger foundation with that one special person, which is really nice. And the total would be, let me just see. So it's a 4 and a 5, so that's a 9, and that is the wounded warrior. So it's saying no matter what, this wounded warrior has been through many lifetimes, many challenges, many understandings and growth, but at the same time, they feel tired and wounded. Maybe they're in a position they feel they can't control something, or it's exhausting you, whether it's you're busy all the time. But the wounded warrior never gives up. They continue on with their journey, and they know when it's time to let go of that situation or challenge or whatever it is, and when they should continue to fight for it, because that wounded warrior never gives up their position. And it's a 9, so that means that 10 is next, and there is a 10 there because it's 30 and 10 for the first one. That means you're almost completed that situation and you'll be able to move to the next level. Whether it's going to continue on with that situation or end it, we'll see. But at the same time, it's having that understanding of what to fight for and what not to, and what you can control and what you can't. So that's your little numerology. That's great. Okay, so I'm just going to start with one deck here. I'm going to ask the universe, angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors of love and light only, to please bring forth messages for the beautiful zodiac sign of Libra. Now, even though it's in the middle of March, I was supposed to do March and April for you. I'm doing March, April, and May this time for you guys. So whatever's moving to the past in March is moving to the past, and even before March, and whatever's in the present and whatever's in the future. This is love in general. Libra, one more. Defensive, maybe. Different options. Many options to choose from, or you feel like a lot's coming at you. Somebody from the past, possibly. This is a soulmate. This is a kindred soul. Soulmates could be in love or could be family, friends, or anybody that you feel your natural self with. Okay, let's stop right here. The Queen of Swords representing you, Libra, in the female version, male or female, representing getting the truth, the fact of the matter, knowing all of your information, like I said, before you make any judgment. She or he could be calling you forward or sending you out for a task or a chore or something that's to gather more information, to have clarity. Because this queen right here, she believes in truth, justice, and clarity. And in order to get to this person's heart, You have to get it through their mind. I say this all the time because this person knows what's challenging and what's out there, and they've been around the block. They know, they're experienced, and they give you the option to state your case or whatever it is, and in order to make that decision. But if it hurts their heart, their shield and their sword will go up more. They will block you out, or you'll block them out. Could be someone else coming in, but they will block you out until they know clarity and how to go move forward to make that decision on any situation that's on their mind. So it's all about truth. Can't fool this person. Okay, here we go in general. And look, you came out in the male form too. I love that. That's a soulmate right there. Okay, this represents you, Libra. Could any air sign, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Could be that you're with another air sign, but I believe that this is representing you in the male and the female form. So this is for both male and female in my readings, whether it comes out that way or not. But this is really beautiful. This is a beautiful match that comes together, and together they fight for something. They fight for truth and justice. They fight for their beliefs, and they move forward with clarity and communication, because that's the best way to move forward in any type of relationship. Because when you do that, you're on the same page, you're on board, and you're working hard towards the same goals or anything like that. You could be also independent of each other and doing what you feel is right. But when you come together, it's such a strong bond, and it's really a lot, it's very powerful. So, this is really nice to see that this is a soulmate for you, that one kindred spirit. Maybe you're looking for it, maybe you have it. So that's really beautiful. He also is for truth and justice. And look what's in the middle. This is the happiest, well, besides for the Sun card, this is the happiest card in the deck. This is a marriage. This is building over time, emotionally fulfilled. Your home, your family, your animals, everything that puts together to make a beautiful, stable home, with being enlightened and being clear about being on board. And it's something you could pass down over time that that can withstand. You could withstand a lifetime, maybe even more, many lifetimes together. But this is really beautiful, you guys. What's in the root of this for you? Okay, so here um we have wait a second, let me just think. So if we have the 9 of Cups, right? And you look at this guy here. It could be a little smug, it could be overindulging, but either way, it's a wish fulfillment emotionally. So maybe you guys are, or whoever, if you're in a relationship, if this is a marriage, this is saying, you're celebrating, you're having a good time, you're emotionally fulfilled. It also says don't overindulge. Don't, go overboard on anything that's going to be emotionally unbalanced. But this is a wish fulfillment, so that's really nice. Okay, so here we have the 10 of Wands. Like I said, the 10. So you have two tens so far. Here's the 10 of Wands, and you had the 10 of Cups, which is, very fulfilled in your emotional area. But now when it comes to all the actions and all the things that you're doing, or something seems like it's a heavy burden, it could be anything, work, it could be relationship, family, anything that's on your mind. But this is again 10, like in your numerology, it's stating that you're actually going to be almost finished with that project or that situation, which is a good thing. It feels very heavy, but eventually you'll lay all that down and you'll pick up one and focus on that. And that's going to be nice for you because it'll be like a big weight off of your shoulders. Also, underneath here, you have the 2 of Cups, which is a beautiful bond relationship. 2, 11, again, 1 and 1. So that's really nice. Some of you guys may have felt like you needed to walk away from something that wasn't emotionally fulfilling. So you're not, maybe you need to evaluate everything that's going on right now, because you're, see, taking that one and starting all over again, just like I said. So after you lay down all those burdens and you pick up that one, you're going to be able to put all that love and attention into that situation. And if you want to do all those 10 things, you can. But you got to do one at a time. This is a new passionate endeavor. This is somebody who's thinking about you behind closed doors, what could be done. This could be, this represents fire. So Aries, Sag, or Leo. Okay, this is water. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Okay. So what's moving to the past here for you guys? Somebody offered a somebody offered you something solid, or maybe you thought it was, but it turned out to be very unstable because it wasn't being built on a strong foundation. Normally, this page right here, when they offer something, it's real. However, for some reason, I don't know if this was a charmer or somebody or tried to convince you, this represents Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn doesn't have to be. This represents, it could be an Aries, it could be a Scorpio, but whatever it is, it's something that is moving to your past. So that's good. Maybe that's why you're reevaluating and you want more information, or you're just seeking out somebody who's more like you if you're not in the relationship. But if it is, then you're working through things. Because this tower moment, if it's not built solid, it's going to come crumbling down. You could patch that work if you recognize it and you work on it together. And if it's something you feel you have to do on your own, then you'll do that. But technically, if this is love, then you're going to have to work together and collaborate with others. Because the Page of Pentacles is, it's just the beginning of something, and maybe you thought that it was going to go somewhere and it didn't. So you move that to the past. Here you also have another queen, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sag again. But a brave queen, somebody who gets the work done, actions. You guys are really about thoughts. You put your thoughts before you take your action. This person sometimes just jumps into an action. Maybe because they're mature, they've experienced and they've thought of it because it's a queen. However, now if you take your thoughts and your actions and put them together to fix this tower or this situation that's moving to the past, then you'll have some more clarity in that. Because right behind there is still the Ten of Cups, which is really nice. And to the future of this for you guys. All right, so somebody's going to have a heartbreak, whether you're in it now or it's happening, because you don't want to deal with it anymore, or someone doesn't. This does represent the Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, Libra, but it represents heartbreak and knowing that you're going to sever any ties that's going to affect your pride or your heart or anything that's going to make you feel that you're not truly yourself, that you could be truthful and communicate. Okay, so you have to be on the same page. Sticking out in the back, you have a lot of court cards here, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Earth. See, right there, it's like an offer being made, okay? So when this offer comes in and she finally takes it, she feels, or he feels heartbroken because maybe they didn't think it was going to go where it's supposed to go. Because this queen nurtures over time, takes time over time, builds up from one coin until a whole foundation, until that foundation is solid and stable when it comes to anything in the earth realms, anything physical. So, home, property, finances, business, love, whatever it is. I would like another one for this Three of Swords. Okay, a lot came out. I'm not going to do all those. Okay. So you got the Hierophant, which represents possibly a Taurus, but it represents, again, it's like a judge. It could represent you. It's like saying, all these people that come to see this person, they're all have the same morals, the same values, the same ideas, and they're all working towards the same situations, the same plans. They're collaborating, and that's good. And this is probably you as a mentor because people come to you for advice, and usually you have good advice. Okay, now I want to know your advice here. Okay, so you're mature, right? But this one is not. This is like a young Libra. This is somebody who, is trying to get information, but it's not clear yet. Maybe you're sending people out. Maybe you're spying. Maybe, someone's spying on you. You just want the information. You want the lowdown, which makes sense because, sometimes you feel you might have to be a little immature to get it, get information out of people. Try to do it with love and compassion because sometimes this one is a little cutting as well because it's immature. But maybe this is an immature beginning of a relationship as well. or you're not going to stand for certain things. But here is beautiful. This is the star. This is all about healing. This is saying after your heartbreak, you're healing because now clarity came. Yes, it's not going to go without hurt, but you're going to be able to move forward knowing that you gave it your all. Okay, because this person bears their heart and soul. And in the background, there's another person you don't see, and they help each other because it's like you're a light or someone is a light lighting the way for you. And knowing that that star is a wish fulfillment. All of these stars back here light the way, but that one that I told you put everything down and focus on could even be yourself to heal and to grow and to, not just in this world, but in your heart and soul as well for your soul's growth. I like to talk about your soul's growth here. And this is 17. This is really beautiful about healing and just bearing your whole self. Okay, because it's like you had nothing left to lose anymore after this tower. It comes after the tower. 16, 17. Okay. One more for your advice here. See, came out. Star saying it's time to put down your guards and heal. Okay. Do have the Queen of Pentacles here. So if this is work related or finances, it's that she represents usually a very stable financial situation, very stable in love, because like I said, works over time and builds over time. To slow it down so you get all your information to move forward. Somebody was feeling trapped because there was some trickery going on. And maybe that's where the Three of Swords comes in. Because not everything was being revealed, but it can't fool you because like I said, it's all about clarity, all about information before you can make any judgment, which is a very positive trait for you guys. How should you feel about this situation? There it is, the Ten of Wands, saying, I'm exhausted. I don't know if I want to continue to work on this. Everything you put in won't go to waste. Everything you've done is worth it. But maybe now some of you are thinking, I don't know if I could do this anymore. It's exhausting. Whether this is love or whatever you're doing, it's difficult right now. I think it does have something to do with this physical world, your physical situation, home, family, love, just wanting to put it all down, you know. Maybe you want to put the burdens down for yourself, or maybe you want to do it for someone else. What's a possible outcome here for these general messages in love? The Wounded Warrior came out. See? It goes right with your numerology. And look, this is you too. This is judgment. Finally, coming up with your judgment, how to judge it, what to do, how to go forward, how to see it, how to plan for it. Okay? Because after that, you gathered all of that, even though some of you did give up that position. Remember, I said the wounded warrior never gives up, but they know when to. So what they did is this person said, nothing's changing. I'm here by myself. I fought all these battles. Maybe other people were supposed to show up too, and they didn't, or that person. So you picked up all those right there. All of those have growth on it. Okay? But it's almost exhausting because you can't grow all of that. You have to just grow one. And you probably could grow it. Libras have a green thumb. That's a figure of speech. So this wounded warrior finally picked up all of their obstacles, all of their challenges, all of whatever they were working on. They carried it. They carried it until they couldn't carry it anymore. And yes, you could have had help, but you do it on your own. See? I just show you. See? And then it laid it down, and then that's when that new passionate endeavor came in, which was the Page of Wands. And then here, the Judgment, right when you thought something was over, it rose up again. It rose up again. You thought it was a dead situation, but here, you're getting a second chance in love or in any situation that's on your mind. Okay? You felt like it was over, but look, something's calling you, this angel. You're like an angel. You're like an earth angel for people. Okay? So it rose up. And now you have that beautiful second chance. This could also be judgment on you or judgment on another. Judgment, the most judgment is on yourself. Saying, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know how much more I can go, but you need to take a rest for yourself. That's where that healing comes in. Once you rest and relax and let it all go, put it all down, it'll revive itself. Something that was really meant for you, which is really beautiful. One more for an outcome for you guys, maybe more than one, we'll see. Mhm. Oh, look. This is you. This is a victory, getting all the information you needed to move forward and how to handle things. This is clarity. This is a gift from above. And you also got the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And this is a beautiful mother image. It's all about the emotions and how you feel, even though some of you may have cut out those emotions to get the facts, which is part of your makeup, like I said, in order to get to their heart is through their mind. This is all about the mind. This is about the heart. Okay, very loving and nurturing again over time. The only one that's really has no patience maybe is the Queen of Wands because they want things done yesterday. But even as a queen, they know that and if they want it, they're going to have to pursue it, and hopefully pursuing it with love and compassion, because that's what that's about. And the hangman could represent the Pisces, but it's being forced to put in this position, maybe cutting out some of your emotions to see things more clearly, which is not likely of you guys because usually you could see it right away. But like they say, love is blind, or something that you love, or something you're working so hard you just don't want to give up on it. But that's really beautiful, though. One more. This could represent the Leo, but it represents, again, somebody who over time knows that in order to tame this beast, whether it's within yourself, metaphorically, or taming someone else, to guide gently. It's one of my favorite sayings now, guide them gently to where you want it to be. Because you have infinite possibilities to have whatever you want. You are the master manifester. You can manifest. I mean, a lot of people have this trait at times, but you are definitely able to manifest things that you want. You have all the tools. You have air, fire, earth, um, and water. So use all of that you have, but don't exhaust yourself. And when you put stuff out there, do it with love, time, and patience. Okay? Because anything that you put out there comes back. So if you're going to put out anything that's harsh or negative, you're going to regret it and you're going to feel sad about it. Because sometimes you might blurt something out and realize, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Because you're not out to hurt anybody's feelings, but you could be very truthful or blunt, which, it's just part of your makeup. It's okay. But you also are a good listener and you're a good friend and you're loyal, which is really nice as well. So I think this is a beautiful way to end this. Giving fairly, that's also representing you, even though it's earth. To me, that's you giving fairly and being just. And sometimes if this is a third party, you have to know that something's got to get dropped, whether this is someone doing this to you or you're helping others or they're helping you at times, because it goes around and around. Sometimes you help, sometimes you need help. That's what balances things out between you and anybody in your life. So it did coincide with your numerology, and it's a lot about healing as well. Let's pick out a moon card for you guys. Okay. For Libra. Okay. I have to let them fall out on their own. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you have the cardinal moon and you have the full moon in Capricorn. And on the bottom, you have full moon in Gemini, and peeking out is the new moon in Gemini. So I'm just going to read them. I'm not going to read the book. So it says full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. There you go. That definitely goes with your reading. Putting down all those burdens, whether it's in your mind, physically, whether it's in a relationship, emotionally. It says be bold and make the first move. Okay? Otherwise, you get stagnant, and there's nothing worse than stagnant air. It has to keep moving. Here it says the answers you need are coming, which is really nice. And finally, communication is key. And there you go. That's your natural state, just like I said. So maybe if you're not communicating because maybe you're confused or upset or angry or whatever emotion you're going through, you have to take that healing time and you have to decide, how am I going to communicate? How am I going to move forward with the situation that's not going to hurt anyone emotionally or anything or physically, but just to know that you are fair. You do know how to handle people in the situation. But if you're angry, don't do it. Just step back, heal a little bit, take some time, work out your thoughts and your feelings, and just communicate in the best way that you can. So it's they can hear you and they're not like nobody's defensive, whether it's you or them, but just to communicate because once that communication happens and you're both on the same page, it's a beautiful relationship, really. It's a beautiful situation in love. I love that. Mhm. So that's it for today. Hope everybody's doing well. And if you like it, please subscribe, like, and share. Visit me on my YouTube here and visit me on Facebook. Till the next time, have a great day, night, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Bye now.